time. I always pay a price too high. I'm ready for a fight, never flight, but I wanna have fun all night. I could've took this girl if I wanted, but I ain't into throwing dirty laundry in the public. I can always make something out of nothing, cause I know how it was when it wasn't. Falling ships and murder that she wrote. Combination, always drink and smoke. Apathy could help the way I roll, cause I'm selective on how much I show. Time will tell, don't show me what I know. Know your worth to only go for broke. You look good, but act just like a hoe. You look good, but I really want nothing but a good time. I ain't here for the fuck shit, paying no mind. If you're trying to show me substance, bring it on by. I really want nothing but a good time. I really can't stress this enough. I always gotta keep it at a buck. I rather have money than lust, but I'ma look twice if she got a big butt. I have a hard time with trust. Part-time love is a new fine drug. It's okay, I'ma fill my cup. It's okay, I'ma still turn up. Pull up, girl, to berry wine. You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to berry wine. I love the dancing, I love the night. Pull up, girl, to berry wine. You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to berry wine. I love the dancing. I really want nothing but a good time. I ain't here for the fuck shit, paying no mind. If you're trying to show me substance, bring it on by. I really want nothing but a good time. Why don't you just pull up, girl, to berry wine. You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to berry wine. I love the dancing, I love the night. Pull up, girl, to berry wine. You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to berry wine. I love the dancing, I love the night.
Welcome to an all-new episode of Butterfly Blackout. I'm your host, Emily, along with Truth. Truth, tell the people who that was.
Shout out to Antidote. That song is named Good Times.
My new boo.
That song was produced by Frontliners ENT. He is an artist, well, one of the two artists that is signed to True Vibe TV.
And that was hot. Okay, hot. Only here can you catch original music. Bloop.
That's your theme song.
That's my theme song. I love that song.
Next time before we start off, I'm going to just go ahead in the background. I'm going to just show Butterfly without the music.
I be in my own world.
She was feeling it.
Okay. So last week, we have so much to talk about, but again, disclaimer, we're not talking about anything serious until January 2021. Okay, so everything this Saturday, next Saturday, that's the only Saturdays?
Hold on, let me check the calendar. I don't want to be wrong to the people because, you know, I don't lie. So, all right, so today is the 19th. Next week is the last Saturday. The following Saturday will be the 1st. So you got this Saturday and next Saturday.
All right, so this Saturday and next Saturday, we are I
don't know if it's the day after Christmas. I don't know if you want to still come through or whatever. Just let me know. You know I'm here.
What you mean?
I'm just asking. You know,
you don't take days off. What's wrong with you?
You know how y'all rich people doing shit. You know, I'm just trying
What's the day after Christmas?
Nothing.
The day after Christmas. Anyway.
Christmas Day is the same thing.
Actually,
nothing.
It should be a holiday. You know why? Because a lot of people go back to the stores to return stuff and exchange.
You ain't lying.
So that should be, but see, it falls on a Saturday.
Yeah, which is the good thing for certain malls and bad thing for certain malls. Like, say, for instance, Garden State Plaza, who's open Monday through Saturday, they close on Sunday. So the fact that Christmas is Friday and they're open on Saturday,
right,
that mall is going to be flooded with everyone trying to return their items.
Ooh, child. Anyways, so we have this Saturday and next Saturday where we are not serious at all, okay? But January 1st, we will be.
Okay.
It'll be, and I have makeup on too.
So
I make
hold
it
on,
real
hold on.
serious.
So you're only serious when you divulge in makeup, because that's what you're trying to tell us.
No, I'm just saying I'll be dressed up too, just to it's a brand new year, whatever.
Do you?
Shout out to Hulu
We'll talk about
for this
that.
sweater.
Shout out to Hulu for the sweater.
Yes.
Okay.
So because I'm a fan of The Handmaid's Tale, they graciously sent me a Handmaid's Tale sweater. Thank
Nice.
you, Hulu.
Did they stop that that series, or they keep it
No,
going?
season 4 kicks off next year.
Oh Lord.
So I am super excited. I binged. First of all, I knew nothing about The Handmaid's Tale
Okay.
until I said, you know what? Screw it. Let me watch it. All right. Got past the first episode. I was like, what the F?
Yeah.
Got to the second episode. I'm still like, what the F?
I think it was the third or fourth. It started to make.
Then I was like, I had to keep going because I was like, yo, this is kind of mirroring what may happen later on down the line with the United States of America. But, I mean, if you haven't seen The Handmaid's Tale, you might want to take a look because it's the playbook of what is to come. Okay? But the thing is that in the first episode, where you had me screwed up, I don't want to curse because we're on Facebook. So, where you had me, we can curse?
Many things they be putting on Facebook. They talk about.
But in case you're watching with a kid or something.
Understood.
So, where they had me effed up was when they had sex with the woman. Their ceremony night, which is once a month.
Yeah, that's kind of.
That's where they had me effed up. Because I had to pause.
That's unique.
I needed to reflect. And then I had to discuss with myself as a self. Did you see that? So then I was like going back and forth. Like, did he just, and did she just? I'm like, y'all, wait, every month this happens? All right. Then where you also had me effed up is when the other chick, the crazy chick with the one eye, where she gave birth. That whole process had me real effed up.
Well, it was like the. So what they do is what happens.
I didn't want to say in case people didn't watch, but you know what? Screw that. This
cool.
is Butterfly
Let's
Blackout.
do it.
We're going to
So
tell
what-
you.
right.
So
So-
hold on.
There you
So
go.
we're going to go back to the ceremony night, right? So the ceremony night, they take the
You
handmaid.
lead them up to what's going on in Handmaid's Tale. You just throwing it at it.
Well, yeah, because I was talking about it.
Okay.
So what you saying?
What's good, Mikey J? Thanks for tuning in.
Which you want me to go back?
Shout out. No, what I was saying is, what you got to do is, you got to let them know, okay, Handmaid's Tale, what's going on. There was an overthrow of the government. Like, you got to lead them up to it.
Oh, it's an overthrow of the government.
There you
There's
go.
a handful of black people that are enslaved as handmaids or Martha's servants, but the rest of the people, they're all white. So there's a good chance this ain't going to happen to us black folks. This is for entertainment purposes only. So the white people got issues, okay? Because it's only the white folks. Unless if season 4 got some black folks up there, there's... Okay, I'm lying. There may have been one black couple out of that whole group that probably had an off. What is it? Off. They call them off, and then the last name of their captors.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's slavery for white people. That's what this is all about. It's slavery for white people. So they have these slaves, these servants, and once a month, they have sex. The masters have sex with the servants, okay? Now, how they do that is they go through the whole process. She lays down on the bed. He's not allowed to touch her. He has to have his hands on his hips the entire time. And he puts himself inside her while his wife holds her down to simulate that he's having sex with his wife, but he's really having sex with the slave, okay? Okay? And he can't touch. He can't even act like he's enjoying it, okay? Now, once he nuts, that's it. Hopefully she'll get pregnant because they're trying to have a baby. All right?
Tell her why.
Now,
You
once she
couldn't
gets
explain
pregnant,
stories to me ever.
once she gets pregnant and gets ready to give birth, here's the process of them giving birth. So she's in labor upstairs.
Shout out, Marlene. Thanks for tuning in.
The wife, who's supposed to be taking this baby, is in labor downstairs. Yes, you heard me say she's in labor downstairs. This is where they had me all the way effed up. So while the actual girl is in labor with the baby on the way, the wife is downstairs pretending like she Yes, I said pretending that she is in labor too, sweating and breathing hard and everything. And I'm like, these white folks are crazy. Only white people. Because you can't write this for black people, because I think if this was written for us, I think during the reading session where you get the scripts, the round table, the reading table, I think people would have asked questions. You know, because that's what we do. We ask questions. We don't just go along with everything. No, make it make sense. Okay, why am I doing this? Because they crazy. Okay? So then when she's getting ready to actually push, they bring the wife over, upstairs, and she gets behind the actual girl that's, doing the pushing, and she's pretending that she's pushing too. Once the baby comes out, they hurry to move her to the bed so she can receive the baby. This is some crazy-ish, but it kept me watching through season 2 and season 3 because it only got better. And then wait for it. Get to season 3, they done went to DC, and that's a whole nother, listen, whoever wrote this, God bless you, you crazy, okay? But I was there with you. Okay, if this ever comes to pass and we have a situation where we become Handmaid's Tale, I'm not worried for myself because I really feel like this is for white people, not for black people. We'll be in Canada chilling while you all sit here and have your civil war. Now, with that being said, for you white people, stay where you're at. If you're in D.C., I pray for you because D.C. had it harder, okay? That's all I got to say. But Hulu, good looking out. Thank you, because I am a fan. I am obsessed. And I do correspond with them on a regular basis when I find something or they don't have something. I'm asking questions all the time, like, where's this at? Where's that at? Thank you for looking out.
Means somebody's paying attention.
Listen, when we left here last Saturday, we was all geared up for what? The versus battle between Ashanti and Keisha Cole. I get home, checking Instagram. Come to find out, Ashanti got COVID. I said, the F? What you mean she got COVID? Since when she get COVID? That's what we was all saying. When did you get COVID? Chick, I done seen you traveling to Africa, Bambusa, wherever the heck you was at for your birthday. You was all over the world just having a good old time. Then you going to say, I know I've been traveling, but that's not how I got sick. So how'd you get sick? Oh, I hugged a family member. We was born, honey, but we wasn't born last night. Now, just say you wasn't prepared and you wasn't ready to get smoked by Keisha Cole. So I'm willing to believe, Keisha, you had this locked down. I already knew Keisha probably had this locked down because there's certain songs that are triggers for everybody when Keisha sings. So, and if you had Diddy on standby and you did last night and did the whole song, you really would have won. But I apologize, and I want to apologize from all of us to Keisha Cole, because that was a waste of your damn time. Okay? You wanted to battle. She wasn't here for it. And you're going to use COVID as an excuse. So when you don't want to do something, COVID is your excuse, but you've been traveling. Notice she ain't do nothing on social media yet because she's been real quiet. I would be too if I was telling a lie. Now they postpone. Keisha, don't do it. Don't do it because it's a waste of your time. You don't need to. And Keisha, you deleting your Instagram for what? Well, first of all, I really don't care why you deleted your Instagram, but, well, you didn't delete, you deleted your pictures. But why do we as a society care if she did that? What does that mean? Okay, that's just like if you're dating somebody and you're on Facebook and he didn't change his status from single to in a relationship. Does it really matter? To some people, it does. To me, I don't care. You could be single for the rest of your life on Facebook. What does that mean? But it obviously means something. And obviously her deleting her pictures means a lot. But at the end of the day, I don't need to see a battle between Keisha Cole and Ashanti because Ashanti screwed it up for all of us. So with that being said, it's been rescheduled for January. I forget what day. But don't do it, Keisha. You don't have time to waste. Clearly Ashanti ain't about that life. That's it. Unless we're going to resurrect Aaliyah, then she could go up against Aaliyah and let Aaliyah smoke her ass, but that's all we got. Jaheim. I was listening to an old song from Jaheim. Finding My Way Back. That's a classic.
It is.
Okay?
It is.
With his voice, his tone, like you could be by yourself, making love to yourself. That is a classic. Like you telling yourself in the mirror, try to find my way back to you, to us, to love. So I was like, where is Jaheim? Jaheim, where are you at? Like all this R&B talk, all these verses battle. Jaheim, don't you know the culture needs you? Where are you, Jaheim? So I had to get on the phone with his cousin. Come to find out he's not doing too well. So, sir, health-wise, listen, we need you. So I don't know what you got to do. I don't know. Get on your knees and pray. But I need for you to get well. And I need for you to put out some new music. And I don't know, get on somebody's live and start singing, doing something. So, Jaheim, the culture needs you, son. And then, possibly hit me up and sing this song right back to me. Huh?
You do the verses with Jaheim and Tank.
That's a ladies only. Ladies only. No men allowed. A verses between him and Tank, it's just, oh my eyes are watering. That's, honestly, that right there, if you're in a relationship, you might as well break up for the night.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Well, wouldn't that be good for someone in a relationship? Your girl's going to be all lovey-dovey. She's going to want you to touch her.
And moist.
Right, she's going to want you to touch her, fellas. So you want to get her ready with the Moscato, the popcorn, everything ready for that versus if it ever happens.
Woo. Okay, you heard it right here first. Tank versus Jaheim. All right, y'all could do a duet. Like, listen, let's go. Or if Jaheim isn't feeling well, we can reserve him for later. And then Tank can just do Tank, TG, what is it? TGT?
Nah.
All three of them can get back together and battle each other.
I mean, if he goes
That's a
against
three-way battle.
If he goes against Avant, maybe. But, I mean.
No, you can't go up against Avant.
I think Jaheim and Tank would be a better versus because of the way their careers were. So I think those two would be the best.
Okay, well, that was our idea. So moving on, new movies. We've been talking about Coming to America.
Which I'm mad at. And I was waiting for you to bring that up. I'm mad they pushed it back. Oh, sorry. Wrong. Sorry. They pushed it back, and I'm very upset with them.
Oh, boy. But they released pictures. So you heard that.
What the heck?
So he's going to show you some pictures.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Garcelle Beauvais, right? That's how you say her name?
I think so.
Okay. So if you show her picture, right? There's Eddie, there's Arsenio. You see, what's his face?
I mean, they brought the stars out. So you got Eddie, you got, oh, gosh. What's his name? Now you got me stuck.
Morgan.
Meat Man. Brother Man.
No, he wasn't Brother Man.
It was,
no, Hustle Man.
Hustle
It was Hustle
Man.
Man.
Hustle Man.
Wait, remember when he had Martin? Wait. Wait. When he had the sax and he put a bazooka on the end.
Yeah.
And he was like, pick up the pieces. Yo, I swear to this
Tracy
day.
Morgan.
Yes, Tracy Morgan. To this day, you can watch that entire episode, and I swear you will be on the floor. Martin is the one comedy show. No matter whether it's 1999, whether it's 2050, you can watch every episode and still be dying from laughing.
Agreed.
Pick Up the Pieces was classic. Classic. Anyway, go back. So, go back to Garcelle. There's Tracy Morgan.
It's on a rotate, so they're all going to rotate.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the new pictures that came out about the movie. So I guess that's the boy, that's his son, Eddie's son in the movie. Because he had that one night, which still bothers me because I don't recall him ever, Tiana Taylor's in it. I don't recall him, Wesley Snipes is in it, having sex with anybody because he was, oh, you don't have the photo. Well, Garcelle is in it. And she was in the first one. They did a parody of from them 30 years prior to when they first were in the movie till now. And, I mean, half of these people really didn't age. They're just like fine wine. They look better now than they did when they were younger. except for Lisa McDowell.
Shots.
And no, she's a beautiful woman. It's the makeup that's irritating me. I'm like, why did you down her makeup? Like, why did you make her? I guess somebody was feeling some type of way. So, do you think she looked ugly? Like, or do you think she looks too beautiful? So you try to make her look ugly? I'm confused. But either way, they released photos, and you're saying they pushed the movie back. Doesn't matter because I still have Amazon Prime. I can still watch it. Do you?
Yeah, would they push it to January 5th or something like that?
Okay, fine.
Don't tell me December 18th and I'm ready for it, and you push it back.
Okay, so what? Because December 25th, we got Soul Man, is it? From Pixar? Disney Pixar? With Jamie Foxx?
The only thing about that is, what's her name? Wonder Woman. 1984, whatever.
Okay,
That's
I'm not
the
a
big
Wonder
thing.
Woman person, but when I get the extra from Hulu, then I'll become Wonder Woman, okay? I'm just saying. But I can wait till January because I'm not confident in this movie, the sequel yet. But it is what it is. Now, I just saw a trailer for American Skin. This is by Spike Lee. All I can say is, based off of the trailer, what is American Skin about? American Skin is about a father and son who were pulled over by the cops. The cops ended up killing his son. He wants revenge. So he goes out, grabs an army, and he gets his revenge. And then he puts the police on trial. The trailer alone leads me to believe that this is going to be a very good Spike Lee movie. And I predict, even with all that's going on with Black Lives Matter and everything, I predict this will be nominated as the best film, best picture, and he will be nominated as best director. Now, if we didn't have all this Black Lives Matter stuff, I think he still would have been nominated as best director and best picture. Now, he needs to win in both categories. And I haven't even seen the movie. That was just based off the trailer. When I wanted to be, you know what? I wanted to become a writer because of him. Because there was something about Spike Lee that got me excited. Okay?
Okay.
This movie got me excited. Because it's not your typical Spike Lee movie. When he comes out for the culture, he does his Spike Lee joints. Spike Lee, it's a good time. But then when he ups it a notch and gives you that real Spike Lee talent, you're like, yo, this is Spike Lee? And it's like, is this another one? It's going to be, this is Spike Lee? Yes! And I'm like, shoot, can I be the female Spike Lee? I mean, talented as a mother. But, yeah, this is going to be a good one. So I'm predicting now he's going to get nods for Best Picture and Best Director, and he should win both. I don't care what movie comes out after this. This should win, hands down. Now, also premiered this, what was it, yesterday, I think? Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which was directed by Denzel Washington. My mom watched it. I didn't see it yet. She said it was absolutely outstanding. Okay? Now, this is August Wilson's. And I'm excited to see it. I'm hoping that this gets some awards. But let's talk about Denzel Washington. Now, if you don't know, Denzel has been sitting in a director's seat for a while. He did direct an episode. It was the season premiere episode of Grey's Anatomy. It was the episode where Meredith Grey got beat up by a patient. And then the whole episode, she was in the hospital, but she couldn't hear. She couldn't really respond to anybody. It was done flawlessly. And every single time, I keep going back to that, and I'm like, he directed that? Like, gosh, the talent that we have in this country. So, with that said, it brought me back to Fences. Now, he starred opposite this beautiful, beautiful black woman, Viola Davis. If you don't know what Fences is, Google it. Watch it. Read the book, but watch it. So, my issue with Fences. Remember in Training Day? Remember how Denzel was the actor in Training Day? He played bad, so then he had to come back with a not-so-bad movie So like that was kind of like his apology in a way. The movie where his son needed the heart transplant, John Q. So he came out with
That was a
Training Day. He was a
tearjerker.
badass. Then his apology was John Q to make everybody love him again, right? Enter Fences. Now, I'm not sure you can make Denzel look bad. All right, Denzel is a fine black man. All right, but in this particular movie, this man told his wife, well, he didn't have a choice, that he cheated on her, slept with another woman, been sleeping with another woman, got her pregnant, as if she was supposed to be okay with that. It was his monologue and the conversation back and forth that had me in my feelings, because this is how you know the acting is good. Because I thought he was talking to me. I had to remind myself, I'm watching this play out. I thought he was talking to me. And I've been pissed off ever since. Because I felt like it was personal. Okay? And then the woman gave birth, and then the baby was really an orphan, so then Viola's character had to take the baby in. The strength of a black woman. Okay? I don't think I've forgiven Denzel for that role. Because, again, I'm in my feelings about what he said to her, because I felt like when he spoke to her, he spoke to every black woman. And I just wanted them to rewrite it so that way we could curse him out in 2020, 2019, 2018 language. You know what I'm saying? But either way, his performance on Broadway is flawless. His off-Broadway is flawless. On screen and behind the camera is flawless. So if you get a chance, make a date with yourself and watch Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, directed by Denzel Washington.
I'm not sure if this was the last movie Bosworth was in, or because the Black Panther. He's in this one.
He is.
I don't know if this is one of the last ones he was in or not, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one.
Yeah, that was the last film he was in.
Okay.
And according to my mom, she said if this was indeed his last project, then he went out with a bang.
Nice.
So I would say I'd be expecting him to get nominations and more awards. So we'll see what happens. We can't have an episode without talking about Tamar Braxton. Emily, why are you on Tamar Braxton? I like her as a singer. I just think she's full of crap sometimes, and I think you should own your crap. Now, earlier this year, we all know that she allegedly tried to commit suicide. She didn't succeed. She's still alive, so, we want to wish her well. But for whatever reason, she can't stay off social media. She can't stay out of doing interviews and stuff like that. And I feel like if you were ever at a low point in your life, you just need to take a break, period. And you need to figure out how to get yourself back to who you need to be before you start interacting with everybody else. But since she's on this tour of telling everybody her business and making herself relevant about why she tried to commit suicide and all the other issues she got, she was on Taraji P. Henson's new Facebook Watch show, Peace of Mind with Taraji. And she basically said that Logan was the reason why she made the decision to take her life. She just felt like he deserved better. She felt like she was embarrassing him, being a fool on TV. She said, because I knew that's not what my whole life was really. That's not who I was. I didn't want him to be embarrassed in front of his friends. Here is this loudmouth ghetto mama. Truth.
Yes.
I'm help me out here. So she's basically saying that she tried to take her life because she felt like she was embarrassing her son Logan, who's 7.
Right. I mean, I think she had long and hard enough to come up with some kind of I ain't gonna say excuse, but reason of why she did what she did, and
that's what she came up with.
I think her publicist, the best thing they could come up with was for the sake of her son. I mean, I don't know. I really can't help this young lady out. I think she's broken. There's no helping this young lady.
And she's supposed to be in therapy every single day.
She's the middle child, the family.
No, she's not the middle child. She's the last
She's
child.
the baby. Sorry, so she's the baby. I think the middle child is doing well. Obviously, Tony's doing well. The other one's not. And, this is a young lady who's very talented. I think she's beautiful. I think she can sing. But I think she's living in the shadow of her older sister and wants to get out of it, and it's not going to happen. You should have changed your name when you came out.
No, it is going to happen. You know why? Because even after her stint of trying to do whatever it was she was trying to do, she finally got released from WeTV. She stayed away for maybe a few hours off of social media. She claims she's in therapy every single day. So she's going to have to make money to pay for that. So she's got this podcast out. She's selling hair care products. She's got more ink being dried on contract, so she's doing well for herself.
Absolutely.
So this was a stunt that got her more opportunities. So she needed something to get out of her current contract with WeTV in order to open herself up to more opportunities, because I don't know how many people who are in such a low place in their life are ready to discuss everything on a podcast and give other people advice.
Well, that's the thing,
don't know.
Look at she has a lot of followers, and obviously those are people that care about her, like her, want to know what she's doing when she's doing it. So she's gonna have the views. People want to tune in. They want to see what's going on with her life. So she's gonna get the ratings. It is a paycheck, and she does have a family to support. So people are gonna watch it. I just can't watch that train wreck. I'm sorry. And it's nothing personally against her. But I think, times like that, when you have this situation, you're really dealing with mental instability. And I've had depression, so I understand how it feels. But you gotta step away. And she didn't do that. She just started something else, brand new, which makes me believe that it wasn't true.
That's what I'm saying.
I've had it, so I understand you don't just snap out of it. It takes a little while for you to get your feet set and then start running.
Can you say that again? Because you talk about being diagnosed with depression, but yet you're not on any medication, and you were found unresponsive, but then you immediately go on social media to defend your fiance at the time, and then you don't stay off of social media. You keep writing all this stuff. So I'm confused. Maybe I'm not confused.
Well, I think
maybe that was just good on her part.
Well, no.
But then she also mentioned earlier that my cry for help went totally ignored. I was no longer living. I was existing for the purpose of a corporation's gain and ratings, and that killed me. So did you try to commit suicide for Logan's sake, or because you felt like you were being abused by your contract that you couldn't get out of?
She signed it. And if the people you with in your circle didn't read the dots and read the I's and T's and crosses and dots, then you need to reevaluate the people around you. It's not, okay, I'm going to sign this contract, and if it's a good hit, then I'm good. And if not, I don't want no parts of it. Then that needs to be in the contract, which no one's going to give you a contract like that. They probably just got rid of her just to be like, all right, please, I'm done.
If I was WeTV, I'd be like, I'm done too. Take note. Let this be a lesson learned. And before we sign anybody else, make sure they all go through a health and wellness and a psychological check, because this is a headache. You're talking about you don't think the show was a good idea when she did Get Your Life, but you didn't put any effort into it. You had a whole dream person expert, but you want to do things behind closed doors, but that's what the whole show is about. So, trust me, I think they'd rather be anywhere but with you. You got 50 people at your house every day, okay? 50 men at your house every day while you raising your son. You're not even living like you're a single parent.
You got some people that just can't be alone. That's serious. It's a sad thing, but it all goes by, the situation where people, how they were raised. Was the both parents in the house? If both parents were in the house, what kind of loving did they have, they didn't have? And her being a baby, growing up into this fruit of flavor where Tony was already, in a big groove and waiting for her settlement and all these songs and movies and all this other stuff, so she was getting all this benefits and stuff. So she never had to
Right.
work for anything. So
Okay.
this is a spoiled brat child acting out, having a freaking tantrum.
Let's move on to something positive. Michael B. Jordan. He is going to host an HBCU basketball showcase right here in Newark, New Jersey, his hometown. So,
He's from, I didn't know that.
part of the proceeds, trust me, when it takes off, we will be there. Part of the proceeds from this event will support the Newark community and organizations that are focused on advancing historically black colleges and university. So when you say part of it will go to support the Newark community, I need more details than that. Because, we got a corrupt system, so I need to know exactly who pockets from what. Can't be the same people pocketing because Facebook gave us money, and look what happened to that. But we're not being serious, right? So we won't go there. Now, the Hoop Dreams Classic is a one-day showcase that will take place next year on December 18th, 2021. So mark your calendars. Truth, you mark that down.
I got you.
And be held at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Additionally, 4 of the top division HBCU men's and women's basketball programs will be featured during this event. The event will also include an immersive cultural experience with culinary events. I'm all about the food. Live musical performances, film festivals, a battle of the bands that highlights life at HBCU, along with career and college opportunities for the community. I think that it's impressive. Very good way to give back to a town that you came from.
And that's good because he's worth $25 million. And the fact that he's one of the few individuals that are giving back, and not just giving back, but giving back to where he started at is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Shout out to you, homie.
Now, for those that don't know, and if you're concerned about the vaccinations, Moderna is the second company to distribute FDA-approved COVID-19 vaccine. So now you have options. Moderna, you have Pfizer. It depends on what your insurance takes. Is it still free?
Right now, everything is still going through the insurance. Again, it depends. I know Walgreens has one thing, CVS has another, Rite Aid, and all this other stuff. So Butterfly's right. Just make sure you keep up with your insurance and figure out. Me personally, I don't want no parts of the Pfizer one, and it's not because I don't think it's a good product. It's
Right.
the fact that it has to be kept at a certain temperature. And then they have to switch it freezers from the plane, and I don't trust that because I've seen delivery drivers and and the way they pack vans and call other things, and
Okay.
this being such a tentative vaccine, and it has to be kept at a certain temperature. I don't trust the fact that they're going to get it out and get it replaced properly.
Yeah, I was leaning more towards if I was forced to take a vaccine, Moderna is probably the one I would take if I was forced to. Anyway.
You will be. Don't worry.
Pepsi teased a new limited edition chocolate and marshmallow flavored soda called Coca-Cola. I don't know. I want to try it now.
Exactly. That's what they got everybody. Absolutely not.
What? Why not?
Okay.
Maybe it has a hint of cocoa in it.
I mean, it probably is, but right now it's like, for me, Pepsi is sweeter than Coke, so I've never really been a Pepsi guy.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you're putting chocolate and marshmallows. And again, it's not like it's something I like. So I'm not a chocolate and marshmallow guy. I've never been one of those s'mores, running to the campfires. But I think this is going to sell like hotcakes.
Yes,
If they'd have
it's-
came out a little sooner,
Yeah.
it really would.
Yeah.
So somebody in marketing did a boo-boo.
Unless if they were still testing.
Nah.
They have more flavors on the way, but if this is limited edition, then I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be a holiday edition.
Right,
set
but
to
the
come
holidays
around
start with
every holiday
Thanksgiving.
season.
So this should have went out around I would say as soon as November 1st, so the second week of November.
Probably,
First week of
yes.
November. If this dropped, it'd have been stocked up in everybody's houses by Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas because it's the only time you eat turkey back to back, and no one eat turkey to the following year.
We're having chicken.
Who?
Chicken.
Are you having chicken?
Turkey.
Nice.
Go ahead.
So me personally, I'm not gonna try it, but I think other people should. If you love chocolate and marshmallows, here's the thing: be careful with the sugar. And a lot of people understand, like, a lot of these drinks have sugars anyway. It's that carbonated sugar that really kills you.
Oh, gosh. So basically, take it at your own risk.
Well, it's not taking it at your own risk. It's just more lines of, you're dealing with carbonated sugar. And then you're dealing with chocolate.
Okay, so
and then
have
you're dealing with
one
marshmallows.
can a week. You can't have it back to back is what he's saying. Don't be stupid.
No 2 liters? I like this promotion here. Again, I just think if they would have did something a lot sooner, it really would have came off a lot better. But I think this is really going to take off.
Okay, so are y'all mad yet? We'll get mad. Well, maybe you won't be mad. But listen, Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church reportedly received $4.4 million PPP loan through the federal COVID-19 relief program. Did that make you mad? Let's go into a little bit deeper. So they used the loan to pay its total of 368 full and part-time employees. In-person church services were suspended from March 15th through October 18th due to the COVID-19 pandemic, impacted its ability to collect substantial donations during those services. Really? But don't y'all do collect donations via app? Just on your phone? Okay, maybe not. All right. Pastor Joel Osteen said believing the shutdown would only last a few weeks, Lakewood did not initially apply for PPP assistance during the first half of the program. However, as the shutdown persisted month after month, given the economic uncertainty, Lakewood finally applied for the PPP loan and has been able to provide full salaries and benefits, including health insurance coverage, to all of its employees and their families. It is important to note that since 2004, Pastors Joel and Victoria Osteen have not received salaries from Lakewood Church, and the PPP funds do not provide any personal financial benefit to them whatsoever. Still mad? I mean, on one end, it's good. People were still able to collect a paycheck because of it. So technically, you would think they really used it to keep their people employed and to put money in their pockets since it didn't go into the hands of the pastors. Truth?
All right, here's the thing. If you get $4.8 million in the loan for your employee's salary, put me in the church right now. Put me in the church right now. You mean to tell me COVID started about March? Okay? We're in December. Okay, it's about 6 months. Your employees, $4 million worth of salaries, put me in that church right now. That's what I'm saying.
He is worth $100 million.
The church is worth $100 million. He's worth 70.
It says he is worth $100 million.
The Lakewood Church is worth, I did the research too. You see me, I was like, she said it early. Let me do my research. Lakewood Church itself is worth $100 million. Him individually is worth $60 to $70 million.
How is a pastor worth that much?
Oh, I mean, a lot of businesses. Here's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Land.
That's right. He's got books.
The books. He
does
got
tours.
land. He does tours and stuff.
All that stuff.
Stadiums and stuff with their tours. So
he fills out the Yankee Stadium every time he comes for that one night.
You got to remember, it's tax-free. Anything associated with the church is tax-free. So he's keeping all that money and you're filling out 60, 70,000 stadiums. You're gonna be worth money. Here's my thing on it. First of all, $4.some million for labor. Kiss my big toe. Okay, I'm not trying to hear that. You're not paying your church workers that much money. It's not happening. 2, if your church is worth $100 million, that means you had insurance. And you should have been able to go within there and keep your employees going.
Right.
With $100 million. and this is only 6 months. So it's not like y'all been, hitting or hurting for like 2 or 3 years now, whatever. This is just more lines of greed.
Oh.
There are a lot of people out there who really lost their jobs, okay, who really lost their jobs and could have used that for $1 million to put food on their table, while a greedy church decides to hold theirs and get theirs from the government so they can keep theirs. Now, this is churches who kick people out for not paying tithes. Let's remember this, people. Let's remember this.
What?
Churches were kicking people out of their organization for not paying tithes.
What?
So again, I ain't trying to hear it. I don't hear no excuses. If you have that much money saved and you're a church, you're giving, it's Lord this and Lord that, and honor thy mother, that father, and that brother, and the first time something hits, you run to someone else to pay Peter pay Paul, instead of you covering it yourself and allowing other people who are really going through hard times to benefit from that $4 million you just stole from the government. So you stole money out of somebody else's mouths' pockets. Where we're talking about real private owner businesses who were shut down, and mainly minorities who had small businesses who had to shut down because they didn't have all that collateral.
Woo.
So instead of them paying their workers and remaining open and helping them pay their bills and their employee bills, you just stole $4 million. Shout out to you, homie.
Wow.
And you would think a man who's made most of his success, and they just said they stopped taking money a couple of years, but they've been doing it for over 15 years, but they just stopped taking money. You would think someone who benefited from an organization like everyone does with school, everyone does with colleges, they donate money back to the faculty, they build stadiums, they build auditoriums, they build libraries. You think this man would dig in his pocket and give back to his own organization? He said, nah, go get it from them.
He said what he said. That is why he is truth. Woo, I'm hot.
I'm hot. I was waiting for this one.
So, I know he was waiting for it, right?
Oh.
So, when Trump leaves the White House, he is in
ain't
talks
going
to
nowhere.
revive The Apprentice. Will you be watching?
Absolutely.
Boy, for all you naysayers who are like, I ain't gonna watch it, you a damn lie. Because when Trump had The Apprentice, damn near everybody was watching. Money, 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 money. We was all watching that, okay?
He had the celebrity one. He had this one.
The
he had
regular
that
one with real people, we was all, that's how we got Omarosa. And then they had the celebrity. And we know you was digging the celebrities, right? Now, for you celebrities that have so much to say about Trump when he's president, because y'all don't like him, y'all done called him all these names, y'all dummies are going to be the first ones getting on this show because he has the ability to revive people's careers. He did it with Arsenio Hall. Am I lying?
Arsenio always been eating. He just don't like the public.
No, what I'm saying was after his stunt on The Apprentice, what happened? Then he ended up getting his talk show. It didn't last that long, but I'm saying he has the ability to help revive people's careers because many of you that go on the show are D-list celebrities anyway. Y'all need the help and the exposure. That's just it. So, I mean, I think it's brilliant. And I think it's going to be the #1 reality show back on TV. And then y'all will resume to kiss his ass again because he's no longer the president, but he is Donald Trump. It's not like half y'all ain't going to take his money. It's not like half y'all ain't going to work with him. You will work with him because he's Donald Trump. He's just not the president no more. So now you can take him. Whatever. So congratulations to my girl, my bestie in my head, kind of like an auntie, a cousin. I'll call her my play cousin. Tisha Campbell and Dwayne Martin are officially divorced. Girl. See, learn from her. Something was right in the marriage. She ran and got out. You ladies stay in marriages
That
with
got
people.
ugly, though. That got ugly.
Huh?
That got ugly.
It did.
And for them, and this is the sad thing, for someone who was married as long as they were married, which we're talking about 20 years here, or doggone there 20 years.
Dang.
And for it to get as ugly as it did.
Woo! You don't know people no more. Apparently, we didn't really know Dwayne Martin.
Oh, no.
We did not know you, sir.
Ask Lisa Ray.
Listen, when she spoke out about him, I was listening. I heard. I was like, oh, sir, we did not know, but we know now.
Well, that was her fault.
I'm Team Tisha all day, every day. And I'm glad she got rid of that weight because now she can move on. I'm glad it's finalized, so now they can both move on. And you haven't really heard much from Dwayne, have you?
No, he does a lot of behind the scenes thing. He really never. I mean, even though he was on a couple of shows, he was in that Above the Rim. What a lot of people forget. He's never really been. He's never really liked the spotlight like that.
Oh, who cares? We're Team Tisha anyway. Bye, boo. Tyler Perry is single and 51. How many of you, raise your hands, knew that he was single?
Everyone?
No, because remember, he mysteriously got a woman pregnant. And I remember there was a clip of him doing something, I guess, behind the scenes at his studio. And you saw the woman that was supposed to be his lady friend, the mother of his child. But he never really promoted her. He never really put her out there. So it was kind of like, okay. So he's having a midlife crisis. He's single. What's next? Well, sir, I mean, at one point, a lot of women were into you. Until you mysteriously had a son with a woman that looked like a model. So we figured, okay, well, you must like fake models. I don't know. So what is your type of woman? What woman do you prefer?
I honestly think, this is my opinion, and I love what he does. He's the reason Atlanta is the home of movies now. Mm-hmm. He's the reason why Atlanta has the property value. He's the reason why Atlanta is what it is now as far as finance and everything. But I think he's bisexual, and that's why.
Okay, so who cares? I don't care.
Well, here's the thing: what you have to remember, you're always speaking black this and black that. So what I'm saying is, you have a lot of guys who don't want to be looked upon as this particular person as a black man. He's always, giving men advice about women and this and that. And, there's been a lot of things going around. Like he from Boondocks caught a lot of flack when he did that episode about the guy who dressed up like a woman who was into guys. Tyler came after him. The Boondocks, the TV
yeah, but cartoon. I mean, like, I asked him what type of woman does he prefer. I mean, I was giving shout-outs to the LGBTQ+.
Well, I mean, you have not everyone who is super filthy rich loves to have their life under a microscope. You have a lot of people that are.
Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree with keeping your privacy. That's important because if you have nothing, then at least you have your privacy.
Right. So
but
I guess
just
that's.
Said, well, what kind of woman do you like? Nobody knows.
Well, I would put it like this.
Or man, I don't know. Shoot, whatever floats your boat.
The type of woman he like is whatever he. I mean, all. That's what I would say. This man he's a billionaire. You guys have to understand that. He's not worth a couple of $100 million. Tyler Perry's a billionaire.
What's that got to do with compatibility?
Well, what I'm saying is, this is a man who lived in his car.
I read his book, yeah.
I'm going to get to it.
Okay.
Impatient with your little handmade sweater on. All right? This is a man who built his career from the ground doing it his way. This is a man who told Oprah Winfrey to go sit down somewhere.
Yes, he did.
You know what I mean? This man.
And took over OWN.
Right. This is a man who everyone got mad at and was like, well, he doesn't like working with other people. No, this is his vision.
No, why? I wasn't mad
at
him for that.
You don't want to do it. A lot of people were. You don't want to do it his vision. And this is the why he directs it. He writes it. He edits it. He does it. Now, we need to work on your editing skills, homie, because that movie you put on Netflix was funny as heck. But at the end of the day.
It was still a good movie, though. I don't care.
It was rushed.
I don't care. It was still a good movie.
You spent 20 minutes, this young lady putting her slippers on when she came downstairs, she ain't having more. All right, so this is a guy who's very particular about certain things.
Time out. To go back to that movie, we cannot forget that Felicia Rashad was the GOAT. Go ahead.
All right. But at the end of the day, I think this man likes women that are private. So this isn't anything young. This is someone who's a grown butt woman who knows how to keep her mouth shut.
Well, then come over here. Tyler, I'm right here. What are you talking about?
I don't
Ain't
know.
nobody got to know our business.
I don't know. You just was all in Tamar business, so I don't know.
No.
I'm just
No,
messing
no.
with you. I'm just
See, you blocking. No. Tyler, I know how to keep my mouth shut. If you want a relationship with me, you know how to get a hold of me. No, that's not it. I am in Tamar's business because she put herself out there and she opened herself up for the criticism. You talking about you allegedly committed suicide, but you can't stay off of social media. So are you tripped up or what? Now you got all these business opportunities. Okay, so we see what time it is. You diagnosed with this, you diagnosed with that, but you ain't taking medication. Bye.
No, I feel you on that one. But I think, again, it's about private.
Hi, Tyler. I'm very private,
I honestly
too.
believe he will only date black women.
Tyler, hello. Tyler, Mr. Perry,
In
can
my
we have a
opinion,
meeting in my bedroom?
He's a
You
billionaire.
don't have to. I'm not even offering that. I'm just saying, let's just have a meeting. Privacy. Hello. Bedroom is private. Privacy. I date older men. And he's right up my alley.
Rich, right?
No, I don't care about the money. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. The money, when I see Tyler Perry, money is not it. I don't see money.
The money thing doesn't pop up in your head.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I liked Tyler before he even became a billionaire. Like, I was on the road with him, like, not on the road physically, I'm just saying.
Right.
I was riding with him for years when he had the plays. Okay? So, forget the money. You have to have compatibility. You have to have something more than money. Money doesn't do anything for me. Okay? You have money, and can you make me laugh? Can we have a conversation?
True.
Okay? I have a son. You have a son. What do we have in common? Do we like the same things? Can you sing to me? Can you bounce ideas off of me? Can I bounce ideas off of you? Can we cook together? I mean, all that stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes, I don't care if you have $1 billion. Sometimes I may want a handmade gift. How about that? A handmade card. How about a letter? I want you to write me a letter. That's romantic, is when a man writes a woman a letter. How about that? Valentine's Day 2021, turn up. Now, speaking of lovers, oh Lord, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle signed Spotify podcast deal. So I guess they don't know about what Joe Budden went through.
Oh no, their deal is a lot better than he got.
Oh, okay.
You crazy? These are people who are charging $500,000 for interviews and stuff.
So I wouldn't interview them, but whatever. So they said what we love about podcasting is that it reminds all of us to take a moment and to really listen, to connect to one another without distraction. With the challenges of 2020, there has never been a more important time to do so, because when we hear each other and hear each other's stories, we are reminded of how interconnected we all are. So basically, they need work. On top of that, they landed a Netflix deal. According to the New York Times, the couple signed a multi-year deal with the streaming giants. As a result, they will make documentaries, docuseries, feature films, scripted shows, and children's programming. Because, every time somebody has a child, they want to do something for the children.
Well, it's intelligent. You have someone who stepped away from the royal family and their finances, and they created their own.
Well, he didn't have a choice. His wife was being mistreated. What was he going to do?
Well, I mean, he went to bat for his wife, and again, you have a lot of people that would have said at the end of the day, okay, you about to cut who off? All right, see, listen here, boo-boo. You got to go back to the States or whatever. No, he rocked with his wife. And what are they doing now? They're creating their own wealth.
I don't blame him, because here's the thing. He's never going to be king. So, I mean, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
And that's probably the reigning conversation or the main point that he has with his family. It's like, I'm never going to be king, so I don't even know why you're giving him grief. He's never going to be king. I don't even think his daddy will ever be king. His grandmother ain't not. Like, listen, she's outlasting a lot of folks, okay? I don't think she ever gonna die. Let's keep it 100.
All right, so just put it like this, just to give people an idea. So it says that the royal family is worth $13.4 billion. Now, that's euro. which is a lot more. So he walked away from that. So yeah, they gotta sign a whole bunch of deals to try to put money in their pocket. So this is a man who didn't have to pay for anything, didn't have to do anything on his own, and he met a woman he loved, and he rocked with her, and they have a kid, and they're creating all this new income for themselves. So I applaud them.
Okay.
Most people sit there kick and scream like what's the name's mother?
Who? Oh.
De-
Vanessa Bryant's
yeah,
mama.
Her mom's, yeah.
Oh, please. Lady, go sit down someplace. You want your daughter to take care of you. Vanessa, just sign a check.
No, she
Write
right,
her a
though.
check and say, leave me alone forever.
She's right. She's
Who?
right. I don't want mix stories up or whatever, but I believe the mother's entitled.
She's entitled to what?
This is a woman who took care of the kids, who Kobe Bryant, and this is what I'm saying. Kobe took care of the mother, so he did right by his wife by taking care of her mother. So all the checks is there, all the bills is there, everything he paid for her. And then when he died, her daughter stopped taking care of the mother. So this is just like a marriage. It's something he's been doing from day one. The problem is she was a stay-home wife, which is nothing wrong with it. All right, but Kobe Bryant estate is worth $600 million. She has absolutely no job. She has no clothing line, no makeup line. How is she going to maintain that $600 million estate? And that's by not keep shelling money out to her mother who could take care of her own doggone self.
Well, what's going to happen is there'll be deals, and I'm pretty sure deals have come in for
She's
her.
She's gonna give her mother a couple of $1 million to walk away. And the sad thing about it is her mother will miss out on her grandkids' life. That's what's gonna happen.
If it's really about the money, then that's sad. If
Yeah,
it's
it
much
is.
more than the money, then have your mother move in with
It
you.
is about the mother. She
Well,
doesn't
then have
want
your
it.
mother move in with you, and she ain't got no bills.
She doesn't want it.
Well, that's personal. That's what
That's
personal.
why I tell
problem.
people
I ain't got time
eventually.
for that.
This is why I tell people if people kill me eventually. Vanessa's gonna move on, and somebody else is gonna be tapping her on the back. It just is what
I
it is.
didn't want to say that. See, I was trying to be respectful, and I know
I
how
am
other people feel
being
about Kobe,
respectful.
and I didn't
She's
want
a
to come out
young,
and say
attractive
that.
woman.
She's a very attractive woman.
has
However,
needs.
she ain't gonna stay single long because if she doesn't have that work mentality, or if she's not like a Kylie Jenner where they could just hand her something to say, "Here, put your name on it," and then she could make a buck. No. She can have all the celebrity friends she wants.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, her celebrity friends make money. She ain't. So somebody's either going to give her a deal or she's going to have to say, "Mom, move in," and then get her a new flame so he can take care of her. But she got to find somebody that is going to be worth the money and the hassle.
It's over for her.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Now, I do believe she probably has deals lined up, and she hasn't made her announcement yet. But, I mean, with his death, she's even more popular. Come on now. Everybody's sensitive to her. But anyway, so the royal couple, they said our focus will be on creating content that informs but also gives hope. As new parents, see, I told you. Making inspirational family programming is also important to us. Netflix's unprecedented reach will help us share impactful content that unlocks action. Their productions will be exclusive to Netflix, which has 193 million subscribers worldwide. Now, British actress Naomi Aki has been casted as Whitney Houston in the upcoming big screen biopic, I Wanna Dance with Somebody. So, yes, we're getting another Whitney Houston biopic because we can't get enough. This is by her estate. And with this comes along the rights to all of her music, which apparently no other film has had the rights to.
Nope.
Pat Houston is taking up on this project. But we had to go all the way and get a British actress. So let's play a game. Which American actress could have played Whitney Houston?
I don't know who has that voice.
You don't have to
'Cause
have a voice.
No, I'm
could
not
also-
trying to hear no lip syncing, Whitney Houston. I'm sorry. I need an American actress that can sing. I'm talking about really sing. What's her name? Tanisha is the only one I could think. Obviously, they're not the same complexion, but she's attractive and she can actually freaking sing. Her career was a lot better before she became mainstream because she wrote and did a lot. Everything was all about her. And then when she got mainstream is when everything went downhill for her.
Who?
Tanisha? Tanisha. I forgot how she pronounced it. I thought it was Tanisha or something like that. Maya, maybe?
Maya.
I mean, Maya can sing. I don't think she can hit those
Maya
notes.
ain't no damn Whitney Houston.
I'm just saying, you're giving me American actors. It has to be someone that can sing. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It can't be someone that sings. Somebody who sings. You have to have the pipes of Whitney Houston. Everybody
Okay,
can't
those
do
ladies
Whitney
know. She
Houston.
already. Okay, Jennifer Hudson did. She's already. She's did the Aretha Franklin movie. She can't do.
She can't do Whitney
Right.
Houston.
All right. So, what black young lady from America that can hit those notes? Oh no. Well, no, she's too old. Kiki. That's the only one I know. Kiki's the only one a black woman I know can hit that note.
See, I would say Amber Riley, but the obvious stands in the way.
Thank you. Wow, that's tough. I mean, Kiki's the only one but she's not old, but she's older. Maybe she could play her later in her career, but she can really freaking sing.
Well, Kiki can sing.
She can sing.
Kiki can sing, and if Kiki has the proper time to study and to prepare herself, Kiki could have definitely played Whitney Houston. Because they have the similar skin tone.
As much as I love what love has to do with it, the fact that it was lip sync, it kind of hurt me. And I love Angela Bassett. I think she's phenomenal. But the fact that it was lip sync, it bothered me.
It did. Okay.
I mean, phenomenal movie, great movie. I loved it. I watch it
she
regularly.
Played the hell out of it, but I mean, I can
but
understand you kind of want
sync,
hands in hands,
right?
Okay.
So that part just really, But at the end of the day, that's it, man.
I'm rooting for my African American black sisters right here in the U.S. of A.
Kiki.
Listen, I'm Kiki. Kiki. So y'all gonna sit here and act like Kiki couldn't have done it?
She's the only one that has the pipes.
Wait, which Kiki are we talking about?
The one, oh gosh. She did a song with Avant.
Oh, wait a minute.
Who you thought I was talking about?
Kiki Wyatt. Kiki Wyatt can't do it because she can't. Then you'll be calling her blackface. I'm sorry. She can't do it because then it's blackface.
Here's the thing. Whitney Houston ain't super dark,
But Kiki looks white. Go, Kiki Wyatt. You can't, no. Because then she will be considered doing blackface. That will be a problem. You're talking about a black person who has a similar skin tone as Whitney Houston.
Yeah. No.
I thought you were talking about Keke Palmer.
Oh, absolutely not. She cannot sing like that.
Yes, she can sing.
She can sing like that. We talking about someone.
But that's why I said, if you give her time and you let her prepare accordingly, number one, she's a very good actress. So she got that already.
Right.
The singing, you let her work on that. I guarantee you, she could have played Whitney Houston.
All right.
I guarantee Keke Palmer could have played Whitney Houston. Mark my words. But y'all said he go out here with these Brits. Anyways, and you wonder why you African American, US of A actors cannot get work. Just saying. But it is what it is. Congratulations, Miss Naomi Aki. Empire spinoff with Taraji P. Henson is a no at Fox and is being shopped around to other outlets. Now, when I first heard it was a no at Fox, I was celebrating because I was like, why are we getting more Cookie? I think it just needs to stop, especially since they did a botch-up job on the finale of Empire. But then again, did Empire really end? It kind of crossed over with Power, right?
I didn't watch the end. I refused to watch it. Once Timbaland left, once they wrote Timbaland off and didn't want to keep paying him, I was done with it. This was a show who was about the music, and that first season was phenomenal with the music.
Yes.
And then you went a cheaper route the second year. So I stopped messing with Lee Daniels on that front. Sorry.
I mean, like the storylines, I was down with it, but certain things, the finale really messed me up, and I'm hoping that they can get a chance to, at least for what the show was and what it did for the culture, I think they need to go back and redo that ending because that was horrible. But if you still are interested in Empire, I'm not sure why you want a Cookie spinoff. I think we've had enough of Cookie. But if you don't have enough of Empire, you can always watch Power. Power Book 2 Ghost, that has snippets of Empire, if you're interested. I'm not lying, it's the truth. Go watch it. Anyways, if you want to watch it, then Power also will probably be bringing Ghost back anyway.
Yeah. We'll
It's
find.
just
We're getting closer to it tonight at midnight. We'll get closer to it. Actually, I'll be downloaded before I leave the studio.
why am I laughing? Because they took a bite because of the two shows and how they used to go back and forth, and now all of a sudden they incorporated Power into it. It's kind of funny, but it is what it is. Now, is it tonight? We have a versus battle.
Yes.
Too Short versus E40. That was fast. Who you got? Do you have a background on these two for those that don't know?
Oh, yeah, they're up there.
No, background, like who they are.
All right, so this is Memphis versus kind of like Oakland. Too Short is one of the pioneers of rap. Is one of the few guys who could say every single album's went platinum. He's still rich to this day. E40 is one of the most thuggish
E40.
rappers in the game. Biggie Smalls and them told about a story how he ran up on Biggie. Biggie had made a comment about E40. They paid to have Biggie come do a show, and they were throwing coins at them when they were on the stage. And as they were walking to their car, they got approached by individuals with pistols. E40 got on the phone with Biggie, and they squashed the beef right there and then, explaining everything. But this is a guy who's talented. He is a guy you do not want to pee off in the rap industry. But you have two guys who have many hits throughout the course of their careers. So it should be a great one.
All right. So if you're interested, tune over to Versus and watch that. I'm not watching it. I'm just not. I really don't care about these two, so it's not for me. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. We have one more show of the new year of this year. That's next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And after that, we resume with the seriousness of the show, where I go all in on everything. It'll be political, some entertainment, because I really don't care about the entertainment stuff. But we will talk about more serious topics and give you my take and my unapologetic take on what's going on in the world. We will discuss President Trump, who, by the way, is still your president until January 20th. Now, here's the thing. People will write in captions, President Trump did this, President Trump did that. But then you still see fact checkers say Biden is the president-elect. And I don't understand why they still do that. Because regardless of him being the president-elect, he's not the president yet. Trump is still the president, so there is nothing to fact check. Do you know why they do that?
No.
That's irritating. It's like, okay, so are you saying that he's not the president? Because he has been for 4 years. I mean, it is what it is. So, stay safe, my friends. Take your vaccinations if you feel like it. Let us know if you took the vaccination so we can watch you and see if there's any side effects. We just want to be healthy, that's all. Until next time.